Welcome to Hashweek's Finance. Today we're looking at Suze Orman's powerful advice to prepare you for a financially secure and independent retirement. This is about taking control, getting informed, and making choices that empower you to create the retirement you've always dreamed of. Let's dive into Suze Orman's world and see what she has to say. First and foremost, she emphasizes the need to become financially independent and powerful. This doesn't mean becoming a millionaire overnight, but it does start with taking control of your finances. You should aim to be free from relying on financial advisors. It's like taking the reins of your own financial future, right? Not being dependent on someone else to tell you what to do with your hard-earned money. It's about empowering yourself to make informed decisions, and a big part of that is eliminating debt. Suze Orman is crystal clear about this. Before retiring, get rid of all debt. Credit cards, car loans, mortgages, the whole 9 yards. Debt is like a big red flag waving in your face. It's basically a sign that you can't afford to retire comfortably. Think of it like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks.
It's going to weigh you down and hold you back every step of the way. And this leads perfectly into her next point. Living below your means but within your needs. This isn't about depriving yourself, but about making smart choices. Before every purchase, ask yourself, is this a want or a need? If it's a want, well, you know what to do. Avoid unnecessary spending. Think of it as a financial detox. It's about prioritizing your needs over fleeting desires. Now, as we approach retirement, many of us have our savings tucked away in accounts like 401k, 403bs, or thrift savings plans. These are great tools, but Suze Orman offers some valuable advice on how to manage them. Once retired, consider doing an IRA rollover. But here's the catch. Be sure to educate yourself on investment options if you haven't actively managed your investments before. You don't want to just blindly roll your money over. You need to understand where it's going and how it's going to grow. It's your money, your future. Take charge, learn, and then make informed decisions. So, you've retired, you've got your finances in order. Now, how much cash should you actually keep on hand?
Suze recommends keeping at least 3 years' worth of expenses in cash in a high-yield savings account. This is your safety net. It's there to cover those day-to-day expenses and those unexpected emergencies that life throws your way. Makes sense, right? Okay, so that takes care of the immediate expenses. What about the rest of your retirement funds? Well, Suze suggests diversifying those funds into high-yield dividend-paying stocks or exchange-traded funds, ETFs. The idea is to spread the risk and aim for a consistent income stream. But what about short-term cash needs? Where should people park their money for that? For short-term needs and higher interest rates, Suze recommends Treasury bills. This is particularly relevant for amounts over $250,000 to ensure you're covered by FDIC insurance. Now, if you're dealing with smaller sums, under $250,000, a high-yield savings account is the way to go. It offers a good balance of liquidity and return without the need for complex insurance strategies. Now, moving beyond investment, Suze Orman also emphasizes the importance of having your legal ducks in a row. She stresses securing your future by having essential legal documents.
A will, a living revocable trust, an advance directive, a durable power of attorney for healthcare, and a power of attorney for finances. These documents aren't just about you. They're about protecting your loved ones and ensuring your wishes are honored. We're talking about ensuring that your assets are distributed according to your wishes and that you're protected if you become incapacitated. These are things we don't like to think about, but they're crucial to have in place. Let's talk about long-term care insurance. It's a hot topic these days, and Suze recommends considering it in your 50s to safeguard your savings if you require nursing home care later in life. Why the 50s specifically? Well, 1 in 3 people over 65 will need long-term care. Starting early can help you lock in lower premiums and ensure you have coverage when you need it most. But there's a caveat. She emphasizes that you should only buy long-term care insurance if you can truly afford the premiums. It's pointless to pay for it in your 50s and 60s and then have to drop it in your 70s because you can no longer afford it. In that case, it's better to not buy it at all and explore other options. Now let's talk about reverse mortgages.
Suze Orman has some very strong opinions on these, and she advises avoiding them at all costs. She believes they are financially unsound because they depend heavily on current interest rates and your age. So what are the alternatives if you can't afford your home? Suze suggests selling and downsizing or even renting as better alternatives to reverse mortgages. It's about taking control, being informed, and making choices that empower you. All right, we've covered a lot of ground here. Eliminating debt, living below our means, managing retirement accounts, legal documents, long-term care insurance, and steering clear of reverse mortgages. This is a pretty comprehensive roadmap to retirement planning, and it all boils down to one key principle: taking control of your finances. But there's more to the story, and we'll delve deeper into Suze Orman's wisdom in part 2. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Hashweek's Finance. We're continuing our deep dive into Suze Orman's powerful retirement wisdom. Now, in the first part, we talked about a lot of the financial nuts and bolts of retirement.
things like getting out of debt, managing your investments, and understanding those important legal documents. But Suze Orman doesn't stop there.
She goes beyond just the dollars and cents. She delves into the importance of mindset and really understanding your relationship with money. It's not just about having a fat bank account. It's about your attitude and approach to finances. You see, Suze believes that our thoughts and beliefs about money can either make or break our financial well-being. It's like having a positive or negative energy surrounding your finances. She encourages people to cultivate a healthy and positive relationship with money, one built on security and empowerment, not on fear and scarcity. We've all felt that fear, that worry, that we'll never have enough. But Suze's message is that we can change that mindset. Think about it. If we're constantly stressed about money or feel like we're always coming up short, it's going to cloud our judgment and impact our happiness, even in retirement. Retirement should be a time of enjoyment, not constant anxiety about money. So what's the antidote? Suze Orman stresses the importance of financial literacy. It's about understanding how money works, how to manage it effectively, and how to make it work for you. It's about taking control and making informed decisions.
It's not about blindly following a set of rules, but about developing a deeper understanding of our own finances, becoming financially savvy, and feeling confident in our ability to handle our money. Now, when we talk about retirement planning, one fear that often creeps up is the fear of running out of money. We've worked hard our whole lives, and the thought of outliving our savings is scary. How does Suze Orman address this very real concern? She emphasizes the importance of creating a realistic retirement budget. This isn't about living a life of deprivation, but about understanding your expenses and ensuring you have enough income to cover them. This might involve making some adjustments. Maybe you downsize to a smaller home, cut back on unnecessary expenses, or find ways to supplement your income. It's about being proactive and planning ahead, not just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. It's about being realistic, making adjustments as needed, and ensuring you have a sustainable plan for the long haul. And this all circles back to the idea of financial independence, doesn't it? The more control we have over our finances, the less we'll be haunted by that fear of running out of money.
We'll feel more confident, more secure, and ultimately happier. We've talked about the practical side of retirement planning, the numbers, the strategies, but let's not forget about the emotional side. Retirement is a massive life transition. It can be a time of both excitement, new adventures, new opportunities, and uncertainty. It's a big change. And it's natural to feel a mix of emotions. So how does Suze Orman approach this emotional aspect of retirement? She acknowledges those feelings and encourages people to think about what they really want their retirement to look like. It's not just about not working anymore. It's about defining your goals, exploring your passions, and creating a fulfilling life beyond the workplace. It's about finding your purpose, your reason for getting up in the morning, even when you don't have a job to go to. It's about creating a retirement that is both financially secure and personally fulfilling. You deserve to enjoy those golden years, not just get through them. We've covered financial planning, mindset, the emotional aspects of retirement. Is there anything else we should keep in mind as we navigate this new chapter?
Well, Suze Orman emphasizes the importance of staying informed and adapting to changing circumstances. The financial landscape is constantly evolving, so it's essential to stay up to date on the latest trends and adjust your plan as needed. Think of it like sailing a boat. You need to adjust your sails to the changing winds, the changing currents. Retirement planning is an ongoing process. It's about staying engaged, making informed decisions, and adapting to life's twists and turns. It's not about setting a plan in stone, but about having a flexible roadmap that can evolve as our needs and circumstances change. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are resources available to help you along the way. Financial advisors, books, websites, and yes, even podcasts like this one. We've gained so much insight from Suze Orman. Her advice truly goes beyond just crunching numbers. It's about empowerment, knowledge, and creating a retirement that is both financially secure and personally meaningful. So what are some of the key takeaways from her wisdom? First and foremost, it's about taking control of your finances and becoming financially independent. This means tackling that debt, living below your means,
And becoming an informed investor. You have the power to make smart financial decisions. But remember, it's not just about the money. It's also about developing a healthy mindset around money, understanding how it impacts your life, and creating a retirement that reflects your values and aspirations. It's about being proactive, planning ahead, and being honest with yourself about your expenses and income. And don't forget the importance of staying informed, adapting to change, and seeking help when you need it. There's no shame in asking for guidance. In fact, it's a sign of strength and wisdom. Now, all of this great advice might feel a bit overwhelming at times. Where should you start if you're feeling lost or unsure about your retirement plan? It's like standing at the foot of a mountain wondering how you'll ever reach the top. Well, first, take a deep breath. Suze Orman has a wealth of resources available on her website and in her books. There are also many other reputable sources of information out there. The key is to start somewhere, take small steps, and gradually build your knowledge and confidence. Don't try to do everything at once. Focus on one step at a time. Celebrate your progress. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There are people and resources available to support you every step of the way toward a fulfilling retirement. So take heart, get informed, and start creating the retirement you've always dreamed of. Welcome back to Half Speaks Finance. As we wrap up this incredible deep dive into Suze Orman's retirement wisdom, I'm struck by how empowering her message truly is. It's not just about the numbers or the strategies, it's about taking ownership of your future and designing a retirement that's both financially secure and deeply fulfilling. Remember, this isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. Suze provides a framework, a set of principles that we can adapt to our own unique circumstances. It's about finding what works best for you, your family, and your financial goals. And one thing that really resonates with me is her emphasis on financial literacy. It's not enough to just blindly follow advice. We need to understand the why behind it. Think about it like this. Would you trust a doctor who just prescribed you medication without explaining your diagnosis? Of course not. You want to know what's going on, why this treatment is necessary, and what to expect. It's the same with your finances. The more you understand about money, the more confident and empowered you'll feel in managing it. And that confidence is absolutely key, especially when it comes to retirement planning. Retirement planning can feel daunting, like standing at the base of a mountain wondering how you'll ever reach the top. But with the right knowledge and mindset, you can approach it with a sense of excitement and anticipation, rather than fear and uncertainty. Retirement shouldn't be something you dread. It should be something you look forward to, a chapter filled with possibilities and new adventures. So as we conclude this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final powerful thought from Suze Orman herself. She says, and I quote, "You are in control of your financial destiny." Let that sink in for a moment. You are in control. It's a powerful reminder that we have the power to shape our futures, to create the retirements we desire. We're not helpless passengers on this journey. We're the captains of our own ships, steering toward the horizon we choose. But how do we take control?
How do we navigate these sometimes choppy waters of retirement planning? Well, Suze has given us a roadmap, a set of guiding principles to follow. Let's recap them and solidify those action steps. First and foremost, take charge of your finances. That means tackling debt head on. Whether it's credit card debt, student loans, or that lingering car loan, make a plan to pay it down as quickly as possible. Debt is like an anchor, weighing you down and preventing you from reaching your full financial potential. Next, examine your spending habits. Are you living below your means? Are you prioritizing needs over wants? If not, it's time to make some adjustments. Remember, small changes can make a big difference over time. It's not about depriving yourself, but about being mindful and intentional with your money. Now let's talk about those retirement accounts. Are you contributing enough? Are your investments diversified? Do you understand how your money is being managed? If not, it's time to roll up your sleeves and do some research. Make sure you're on track to meet your retirement goals. And speaking of getting things in order, let's prioritize those essential legal documents.
A will, a living revocable trust, power of attorney documents. These aren't just for the wealthy. They're crucial for protecting yourself and your loved ones. Don't procrastinate on this. Get these documents in place so you can have peace of mind knowing that your affairs are in order. If long-term care insurance is something you're considering, now's the time to do your research. Get quotes, compare policies, and make sure it aligns with your budget and long-term care goals. Remember, this is about planning for the unexpected and protecting your financial security. Now, don't feel overwhelmed. We don't have to do this all at once. Break it down into manageable steps, celebrate your progress, and seek help when you need it. There are financial advisors, books, websites, even online communities dedicated to helping people navigate retirement planning. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. This deep dive into Suze Orman's wisdom has been incredibly insightful. We've covered a lot of ground, from the practical steps of debt elimination and investment strategies to the importance of mindset and aligning your finances with your values. But as we've emphasized, it all comes back to taking control and making informed choices. And remember, retirement isn't just about financial security. It's about living a life you love. It's a chance to pursue passions you may have put on hold, to spend more time with loved ones, to travel, to volunteer, to simply enjoy the freedom and flexibility that retirement offers. This is your time to shine, to create a retirement that is both financially secure and personally fulfilling. You've worked hard. You deserve it. So go out there, take control of your finances, and design the retirement of your dreams. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into Suze Orman's retirement wisdom. We hope you found it informative and inspiring.
If you're looking for more financial insights and strategies, be sure to check out the other videos on our channel, Speaks Finance. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest financial tips and tricks. See you in the next deep dive.